Despite funding and releasing a new docuseries about sexual abuse allegations against filmmaker Woody Allen, the streaming site says they will not be removing his movies. For now. Hey everyone, this is Kevin the Entrepreneur. Welcome to my media channel. Now, it's interesting that I'm doing this video because I've actually done like a much longer video about the whole Allen versus Farrow documentary that is actually quite different from what I normally do. It's on the Failed Journalist channel. When I do get around to uploading it, I will put a link up here. It might not be there right away. But I did want to discuss this before that came out because that video is actually going to require editing, like actual editing. And so I want to talk about this before because I think this is not going to be true for much longer, and I want to make this prediction now. So anyway, as you may have heard, HBO has funded this Kirby Dick docuseries called Allen versus Farrow. And it's about basically the sexual assault allegations against Woody Allen and that he did some inappropriate stuff with his daughter Dylan Farrow, and that he basically got away with it. That's the general premise, and it doesn't matter whether you're reading the synopsis of the show or review the show. That's basically what people are taking away from it. Well, an interesting thing came up because HBO does have Woody Allen movies on HBO Max. They do. They have 6 films at the moment, in fact. And even though Woody Allen movies are not exactly, killer app products, if you will, he has made some classic movies. Now, you would assume that since HBO is making a documentary and funding it and displaying it and promoting it and releasing it, that says this filmmaker is a horrible human being and he did something illegal and he got away with it. You would think, to keep up appearances, that they would be removing the movies from their site. But lo and behold, they're not. According to this article from People, HBO Max said in response to the Wrap, when they asked if they would be removing Woody Allen films from HBO Max, said these titles will remain available in the library to allow viewers to make their own informed decisions about screening the work. Now, before we go any further, I want to say I like that statement. I agree with that statement. I don't think it's going to hold. Now, the 6 films available to stream on HBO Max are Broadway Danny Rose, love it. Radio Days, love it. September, really love it. Another Woman, like it quite a bit. Shadows and Fog, love it. And Scoop, it's okay. Scoop's okay. Okay, it's got Hugh Jackman and Scarlett Johansson and Ian McShane. That one's okay. But most of these movies are very good. I didn't realize they were on HBO Max, and now I will definitely be watching them before they leave HBO Max. But here's the reason that I don't think that this will actually stick. I don't think this will stick because I don't think the people who are against Woody Allen will let it stick. I mean, you have to keep in mind, this goes back to like several months ago where Ronan Farrow wrote a book for a book publisher called Catch and Kill, and it was about him taking down Harvey Weinstein. In my opinion, he James Bonded the whole thing, because while I'm sure this stuff was true, there were things in there that seemed very fictionalized, and maybe he should be giving his dad a call about how to write a convincing script. But that's a bad joke. And that same publisher decided they were going to publish Woody Allen's memoirs, and Ronan made a big stink about it. So did Mia Farrow, and he left the book publishing company and made a statement that was a huge conflict of interest, that they would have, his dad, who he says, like, I wrote a book for them that outed these monsters, and they are hiring one of these monsters, and they're publishing his memoirs. I can't be there. And then they dropped Woody Allen's memoir. Now, someone else picked it up, and they released it, and I have since read it, because you're not going to tell me what I can and can't read. Also, Allen's an awesome writer. That's why he's been around for all these years. But something very similar is going to happen, I think. I believe Ronan and Mia will, make a big stink about it on Twitter. They'll go to the media. They'll make a similar claim, like, how can HBO, who made this documentary, who funded this documentary, who agrees with us that Woody Allen is a horrible, despicable human being and he's a predator, how can they continue to have his movies on their site and continue to profit from them? That is a huge conflict of interest. I totally expect it's going to come, and I totally think that's, going to result in the movies being pulled. But anyway, that's just my quick thoughts about this HBO Max thing. Watch the Woody Allen movies on HBO Max if you're interested in them while you can, because I don't think they're going to be there very long. I'm probably not going to watch the docuseries, and in the video from the failed journalist, I will explain why I don't feel I'm going to watch that docuseries. But anyway, I would like to know what your thoughts are. Comment below, like, favorite, share, subscribe, and as always, flame responsibly. Have a good one.